Okay, speed. Speed is paramount importance here. I've done this square just to know that I know where I'm actually recording. Now there's a portrait. It's a beautiful portrait of a young man, beautiful hair style, and you'll see, very good looking, but a really good model. So. Shape of, look, I'm working with the axis of the eye, which this left eye is higher and the right eye is lower. Now you have forehead, working with my fingers just to know it's kind of a ghostly image. So you see, you know where you actually, roughly where you're going. His jaw is forward. And actually, yes, so that part of his jaw is straight up and then he pushes back. Now what do I mean by that? I'll explain. There you are. So that's his left hand side. This is jaw, nose here. Oops, sorry, a lip area here, and ear is just underneath his nose, so it's there. Don't forget that's a perspective drawing. It's quite tricky, this one. I'll not use the word difficult anymore because it's tricky, but it's not difficult. As I said, speed for me, but you don't have to do it quickly. Just take your time. Now I need to record that as quick as possible because, as I said, it's difficult to upload. It takes hours. Don't know, maybe I have bad internet. Let's start with the nose. And you have shadow shape. So I'm stuck to the nose at the moment. I don't want to stay there for too long because it's very early. And this eye is looking up, and it's beautifully shaded, and it stays in the shade here. But then, yeah, that's here. So then the nose goes right up here, tip of his nose, eye, and then you've got so this is the eyebrow. But as I said, it's just a little bit, a tiny touch of the eyebrow there. Don't need to be engaged a lot more there, so just leave that. And that line here is so weak. And what do I mean by that? It's vaguely defined there. So I need to be careful not to put too much emphasis. So more emphasis will be put onto this one, the shadow, which creates his jaw. And then, sorry, before I go to the jaw, I've just forgot. Let's do a line of top lip, lower lip. And then, so that's his jaw. It's quite rounded, but it's very dark in there, so I'm not going in there. There's no point. There's not a defined line as such. This, which is the ear, is at the same line with lower mouth. Sorry, tip of his mouth. That is something that I need to be very careful with. So that line is an angular shape. It's an angle, and you have middle of his hair. Just look, it's just below his eye. No, it goes right up to the shadow of his eye, so a vertical line goes there. Now that eyebrow sits higher than this, so that's slightly lower. There you are. You got this shadow. So the eye looking up, and that also is looking up, so it's being a good model sitting there. Sorry, that's a picture actually, it's not sitting. So a bit of nostril there showing, So top upper lip, and oh god, I can see it's coming quite feminine. Oh, it's okay. So there you go. This part of his hair is quite dark, and then you got the forehead that dip a little bit inwards and then goes outwards again. And shadow, shadow, shadow. There's a beautiful light underneath his cheekbone, and all this area is dark. So the light is there. So he's looking actually towards the light, basically. Hair just coming around here, and this is all hair. Actually, the whole thing goes dark there. It just blurs. It's really dark here. He's got long hair, and the hair comes naturally there. A bit shadow, and then the shadow is right on his nose. So there's a shadow shape here. Look, sorry, shadow shape. It's hair, basically, it's not shadow shape. And then you got hair around here. And the ear actually is not that bright, but we've just done ears. So it's good to have the ear. See, look how handy it comes in this one. It's just what we needed, really. Geometrical shape. And around here. And keep the ear at the minimum definition. There's no need for it to go too dark. Half tone. Yeah. And then half tone around here. And then half tone around the nose. And then what I've said earlier on, so not to give too much attention to this one, but I think now is the time to come with more defined shapes. So this is where his hair goes very dark. I mean, obviously you will see the picture, because obviously the original picture and the one, but for the ones who will not see, will see only the drawing. There's always a picture provided anyway, so the original picture. And then underneath his nose, sorry, what did I say? Nose, lower lip. I meant lower lip. And then highlight that dark, a little bit darker here. And all this area goes again. His hair. Actually, he's blonde, so I don't want to go too dark on that one. But it's mainly to define his hair, shape of his head.